Shalom, shalom, brothers. Brother Kamal Mahar here, back at it again. First thing first, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, and Baha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, learn the truth from. Blessing to the Akim on there, preaching his word, with wholehearted sincerity. Blessed to the 144,000, the 1/3 entirely, the first fruits kingdom of heaven. The house of David, W. Wadah. And shalom, the brothers that are speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom to you, brothers. So today, brothers, this is definitely going to be one of my, go-to comfort videos. I need it personally, and all you brothers that's sometimes down in the spirit. I'm okay right now, but at the end of the day, though, going through the scriptures and comfort through the scriptures is what brothers need, to uplift themselves and other brothers' videos as well. You have to understand, brothers, that these are the afflictions that's going on with you in general. They are pretty much conditions of the battle for whatever it could be. Money, I guess bills, money is the same thing. Job, baby mama drama, women. Scriptures do say you shall have trouble in the flesh. A lot of brothers I've came across have a lot of situations with women. I have myself. But at the end of the day, though, we got to really hold strong, because there's going to be a huge turning point for brothers to not be going through certain things. We know Jacob's trouble is coming on the scene, but that's for the wicked, not for the righteous. Lord willing, I could be a part of the righteous aspect of it. That's going to be saved, the ones who are written in the book, and you sincere brothers as well. But hey, man, at the end of the day, though, man, you got to understand, we have to constantly, even me, speaking to myself, crazy. We have to constantly, ponder on where we at and what's the situation, right? What's the situation? We're in Babylon. We also see prophecy. So it's a really good thing to uplift your spirit to listen to prophecy videos, especially on how close we are for prophecy to be at hand. So, Yahweh Shah can come back and deliver his elect, with the salvation and new bodies in the kingdom of heaven, and change the whole dynamic of this eon, or this world we're in, which is eon, which is an end of an age, right? Which is Esau's, right? And we have to keep on reading the scriptures and breaking bread with brothers to keep our head afloat, because oppression make a wise man mad. I could just spark that real quick. I believe, what is that? Ecclesiastes 7:7, I believe. It says, oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart, right? We know that. And why is that so? One, we're now in this truth now. So now we have the eye salve, and the inkling of what the scriptures are talking about in the times we're living in, and why things are built the way they're built. Now that we have knowledge about what we're in and what we're living in, and the things we have done, and the predicament that we got ourselves into, it can really piss you off, and it can really make you upset. But we got to hold strong and let the Lord make his move, because we have to endure afflictions in his ministry. So I'm gonna get Paul. I'm just gonna bring up some precepts, brothers. You know what I mean? Just kind of uplift the spirits and just keep on, rocking with this thing. All you can do is keep chucking until the Lord make his move, and which we're sincerely waiting for, and hastily waiting for, because this place needs to be brought down, because it's just living in Babylon really sucks, man. It really does. It's a real stressed out situation, but we have to hold strong to the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and allow the Lord to guide us as we moving in this thing, even though the Lord told us it was going to be rough. There's plenty of precepts I can get into. I guess I'll just start with Sirach right now. I start with Sirach too. I'm kind of just going through the spirit with this one. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. And there you go. You know what I mean? It's sometimes it can be real tough Because when you're in the heat of passion of a situation that's, a time of trouble, or so, it can weigh you down. But we have to rely on the faith, and we have to keep our integrity with the Lord. It's going to go into it. It says, verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. See that? Now, when you are in this truth for a long enough time, you're able to understand and pretty much, take things cheerfully when things go rough. Sometimes you can fake the funk with it. You can, try to because you got to think about it like this. The Lord is in control of all things, right? So that's first things first. You put your brain on that. And then you're like, okay, the Lord is in control and the Lord told you what to do. So then you can be like, all right, cool. Laugh it off a little bit, knowing that the Lord got you in a situation where, it could be a test, see how you're going to fold, or, you got to try your best to keep your integrity of your faith, right? The Lord telling you straight up, like, it's going to get a little rough out here, but just do this. And then it says 5, for gold is tried in the fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See that right there? So the Lord puts brothers through adversity just to see them on the other side as gold. You know what I mean? So you got to, okay, just, you know what I mean? Like, all right, cool, relax, focus yourself, chill out. Things could be worse, right? And it says 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him, right? Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall, right? Ye that fear the Lord, believe in him and your reward shall not fail. You see that right there? And go to 9. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy, which we all looking for. There's some times, brothers, where we're going through it and you're looking for the Lord's mercy. So you're going to have to hope for it and to keep your integrity. I think keeping your integrity is a real major aspect of this thing. You got to hold strong somehow. But the somehow needs to come through with the scriptures. Verse 10 and 11 is really, really a key aspect of this whole Sirach too. It says that look at the generations of old and see. Did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. You see that? That is a extremely, extremely beautiful scripture. I didn't court goosebumps reading it because when you know the Lord is like this, all you got to do is do the right things. And if you mess up, be sincere about your situation, or what they will call be accountable. The Lord knows what accountable is. I'm not about to say it like that, like the Lord don't or do. I'm just saying the Lord knows when you're in a contrite spirit. He knows how you thinking. He knows how you moving and what you really feeling. Right? So you come off real chill. The Lord can judge, but he's always going to be in verse 11. For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering, very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. The greatest example that I can think of is the book of Jonah. Brothers, I'm telling you right now, Sirach 2 and 11 goes hand in hand with the book of Jonah. You read Jonah, and it'll show you how merciful the Lord really is. The Lord is all that. Yo, I'm telling you, when you show a contrite spirit and you hold on, the Lord gonna look out for your boy. He's gonna look out for your boy. And that right there, you're gonna have to have faith like David. Pray for it, man. Pray for it. Pray for the faith like David. Because David was confident. I mean, the most confident was Yahushua, but I also would think through the spirit on some, just as a man speaking, we can laugh about it. Yahushua was a little bit of a cheat code because he was of the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? He's the word walking. And so, his inkling, his brain and or how he was moving and what he know and the things he's exposed to and the things he has access to, it's a little bit more on a cheat code level, but he still was in the flesh. But at the same time, though, is a little bit of a cheat code. At the same time, though, we have to imitate the Lord of the way he was moving. especially David. David messed up. Yahushua didn't. So David will be a little bit more of a relation to brothers as far as the faith and how merciful the Lord was, because the Lord jacked up David. We know that. After what he did some real foul shit. But the Lord jacked him up, but also did what? Had mercy on him. Because remember, the thing that he did was liable and warranted death. And in King David's time frame, they were under the law. Not like where we're in now. We're not under the law anymore, but they were. So David could have easily got himself killed. But the Lord had mercy for him because he is the most beloved. And it wasn't set for him to die in that way. But he did get jacked up. At the same time, though, the Lord look out. So you got to just hold yourself, bros. And whatever it is you're going through, man, you got to really just, you know what I mean, hold strong. Matter of fact, let me read Paul one time. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go at what you call 2 Timothy, I think it is. You got to remember, Paul was a forefront that we all got to really, his model and his particular example of how to move as a man of the Lord. Everybody knows Paul is one of the top goons, or I don't want to say goon, but he's one of the top dogs of the scriptures. Now, right here, before he dies, right, this is what he said, which this is Israelite 101, but it's very appropriate for my video right now. There's going to be a lot of precepts that's repetitive and a lot of brothers' videos that are warranted and that's going to hit home in multiple scenarios and topics of whatever your video going to be about. As long as you through the spirit, you can break it down the correct way. But it's going to repeat and resemble, and these scriptures are alive. You keep using them until, until otherwise. Actually, I'm gonna start down. I'm gonna start 5. It says, "But watch thou in all things, endure in afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, and make full proof of thy ministry." You see that? Now, here's the thing. Now, 5 is very important and very powerful, because that's what you call girding yourself up. You know what I mean? While the conditions of the battle is simultaneously affecting you, which is called afflictions. Negative things that can go down with you. Remember what Job said when his wife tried to get him to curse the Most High. He said, "You speak of a fool of women, right? You saying, doesn't the Lord does good and evil to us?" And then even so, roughly paraphrasing, you still praise the name of Yahushua on both ends. So there's going to be a roller coaster thing. It's going to be ups and downs, but you still praise the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And he says, "But watch in all things, endure afflictions." And then what do you got to do? Still do the work of evangelists and make full proof of thy ministry. Afflictions are huge distractions. They really are. They are of the devil. Afflictions are nutty. They are really huge distractions that can really take you off your square and get you to, bring you down in the spirit. And it just set up to try to really throw you off, man. And that's the endure part. What does, let's go to the word endure. You know what I'm saying? We got to understand that endure word is big, because we're going to bring it out. Endure, suffer, something painful, difficult, patiently, suffer patiently. Suffer patiently. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing, though. When you go to, I'm gonna come back to Timothy, but when you go to Matthew, right? Matthew 13 and 24. Now, what did Paul say? 24 and 13. What did Paul say? Endure afflictions. And then watch as we keep on reading before he died. Watch what he says on why you want to endure. Matthew 24 and 13. It says, "But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." Right? So endure is suffer patiently, right? But see, look at what Paul said, though. 2 Timothy 4, and going back into the game. It says, here's this thing. "But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, and do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry." This is what he's saying. "For I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight and I finished my course and I've kept the faith. You see that? That's also AKA, or what you can call integrity. He keep his integrity and his faith. He held strong. Remember in second Esdras, the second Esdras, the second chapter in the actual crown ceremony, which I don't got to bring out right now, it says that I commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. It's the same thing. And then right here it says henceforth. Now for him to endure, Matthew 24:13 says that in who shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, right? So now this is Paul actually doing that exact thing. He endured in his particular walk and what he had to offer and what he was doing. His time was up to go, and because he kept the faith and he kept his integrity and he endured afflictions, this is what he's getting. Henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. Do thy diligence to come shortly unto me. You see that right there? So trials and tribulations and things of that nature is going to have to come upon the situation. But if you endure these things, you're going to be all right. Hold your integrity when it's real rough and just keep rocking. And keep the faith in the Lord so he can increase you at thy last end. That's what this all thing is about, right? So I brought this out, brothers, man. I was comfort for you brothers to, matter of fact, let me bring out one more precept before I go. Romans, Paul again, Romans 8:18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that's the kingdom of heaven after Yahweh shall come and deliver us and give us these new bodies. We going to, the suffering that we living right now is light work to compare what we going to be getting. So it's all love, brothers, man. This is comfort for you, brothers, man. I brought this out, Lord willing. This is edifying to you, brothers, Lord willing. I brought this out. We give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Baha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders I learned the truth from. Blessing to the Akim Madir preaching his word with heart sincerity. Blessed to the 144,001 entirely, the first fruits kingdom of heaven. House David Wiyaf Dawadah. And Shalom to brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom, brothers.